Hi there. In this video, I am going to talk about ISOSPORA belli. So what we have to know is that ISOSPORA belli is a coccidian parasite which infects the small or the epithelial cells of the small intestines. So it is an obligate parasite that causes cytoisosporiasis, or in other words, diarrhea. So that kind of diarrhea is what we call cytoisosporiasis. So in this video, specifically, I'm going to talk about the life cycle of ISOSPORA belli. So the first thing in the life cycle of ISOSPORA belli is the infection, or is the beginning of the infection. So the infection begins with ingestion of sporulated oocyst. Oocyst rupture in the small intestines due to the pH in the small intestine is favorable in such a way that it allows the rupture of the oocyst. So when the oocyst ruptures, it will release two sporocysts. As we can see, it will release two sporocysts. So when these two sporocysts are released, what you have to know is that each sporocyst is having 4 sporozoids. So when these two sporocysts are released, they will also undergo excision. When they undergo excision in the small intestines, they will release 4 sporozoids. So each sporozoid will also release 4 sporozoids. So that go on to form trophozoids. So what I mean is that each sporocyst is having 4 sporozoids. So when one sporocyst is released, it is capable to form 4 sporozoids. So if 2 sporocysts are released, it means that the total number of sporozoids will be 8. That is going to be the total number of sporozoids that will be released. Okay, so after that, the trophozoids attach to the epithelium of the cells of the GIT and undergo multiple division to form merozoids. So that kind of merozoid is what we are calling the first generation merozoids. So when these first generation merozoids have been formed, they will round up and form schizons. They will round up and form what? Schizons. So the schizons rupture and releases second generation what? Merozoids. So when this schizon ruptures, what you have to know is that a schizon is having the first generation merozoids in it. When it ruptures, it is going to release the second generation merozoids. When the second generation merozoids are released, okay, so when the second generation merozoids are released, what is going to happen is that some of the second they will again attach to the epithelial cells, causes a rupture of the epithelial cells by different pathogenic mechanisms. Now, some of the merozoids will develop into micro and macro gametes. I made a mistake here. It was supposed to be micro and macro gametes. So these micro and macro gametes are there, okay, to fuse. So when this micro and macro gametes fuses, they form what we call a zygote. So this zygote which will be formed is going to further be, or it will be formed into what? Or it will develop into an oocyst. So this oocyst is going to be excreted in what? In feces. So if at all you come across or you ingest any contaminated food with an oocyst of ISOSPORA belli, it will cause the life cycle to do what? To continue. So basically, this is the life cycle of ISOSPORA belli. So if you find this video helpful, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So this marks the end of my video.